Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is Cambrian Hall. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale. And here, Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Todd, it's one of my favorite venues. You can't get a better place to fight in.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go. After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Hook misses. Nice counter shot. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
Timing beats speed, speed beats power. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
That jab doesn't score. Good counter punch. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is... Here we go, round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
To beat a counter puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. Somehow weathered the storm.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well done with that counter shot. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter shot. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. The bell rings and we start the third. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Catch and shoot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Do you believe this? They threw the hook. It didn't land. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Every time they throw a shot, they get counters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
The bell, son.
There's the bell to start round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. That counter punch caught him clean. Beautiful counter punch. Nice counter. No rest for the weary. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Missing with the left hook. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
How about that time counter? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That bell could not have come. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Holding nothing back here in the round. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Nice job getting that punch through. Nice exchange here from both men. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford. There's the bell for round 6. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. There's a counter shot. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork, or you're going to be a cooked goose.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
The only fear you have with this lightweight is, has he punched himself out? Good counter punching. Perfect counter shot. He threw a punch and just got countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly... Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again, and that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable, or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
They exchange punches. And he scores with the counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. His stamina is off the charts. No rest for the weary. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That'll be a 10-8 round for sure with the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Come on, let him back into the fight. You must be.
And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Punches have to hurt. Just misses that uppercut. Nice counter punch. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Another win, another... I'm Todd Grisham, and not a bad day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fight.
Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5 different weight classes. So here comes
This bout.
How will these two fighters handle the... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Defense is not an option for these two. There's a counter shot. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Move left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. A perfect counter shot. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Those counter punches have to hurt. Talk about Leonard in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Nice job getting that punch through. Misses with that jab. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. You've got 2 evenly matched fighters in this weight class. It sometimes comes down to who's in better condition. He just got caught, and he's going in to close the show. Can he do it? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 3. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Misses with the jab. Nice counter. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
The jab doesn't quite connect. That counter shot lands. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. That hook doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray in that last round. And there's the bell to start round 4. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter shot. This fight has a real good flow to it. Beautiful counter punch. Another scoring shot there. Left hook just missed. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He fails to score with that left hook. His stamina is off the charts. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. After what? Time for the 5th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
That left hook won't score. And he scores with the counter. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. And right back into the fray.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. It's the wrong place to fall asleep.
Right hook just missed. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round.
What are you doing?
On to the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Have to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He misses with that jab. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. Well done with that counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. As bad as... Round 7, here we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
A big headshot and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Sugar Ray and that. There's the bell to start round 8. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Straight right just misses. A big heavy blow and Saul is down. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove and down he goes.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So they'll make it up and this fight continues.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Do you believe this? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. No surprise there.